Welcome to Little Arrow Soaps. We are back at it again this week, getting back to some of our normal collections. So we're going to start today on our Texas collection. And we're going to start off with our most popular of that collection, which is our Bluebonnet themed soap. So for this, I need lots of colors. So we're going to go and fill them all in here. We're going to do a little I Dream in Purple. We're going to do some Indigo. A second thing that's part indigo and part purple. Then we'll also go with some green vibrance. Now this is one of my greens that tends to discolor at first, but it'll come back around in the end. And some Enchanted Forest. Perfect. Grab my tiny spatulas. Add a little oil to each of these. Let's get these all mixed up. We're just gonna have to suffer through pre-rolls today. Well, I guess we'll have to have them. Tell me when. Enchanted Forest Green. This is our deeper silvery green. Oh, and looks like my computer, or my side here's got ads. Didn't find the ad-free one, but that's all right. All right, green. Now our blended bluey purple. So this soap is based off of the state flower of Texas, the bluebell, which is really on the purple side. We're gonna do that purpley blue mix. Really get those colors across. And they can kind of range from being pretty blue to pretty purple. But they're a nice flower. They grow wild all over the place. And then people also cultivate them for like their gardens and yards and stuff. They're a nice peppery flower. Not too harsh. Not too old lady florally. So, I'm a fan. Hello, Midnights. Welcome on in. Good to see you guys. Okay. We're gonna get our color here. Add in our oil. Or add in our lye water. And get blended. some bubbles. Still a little separation. It's pretty good. Okay, we're gonna pour some off into each of these. We really don't need a whole lot. And let this sit for a moment. We're gonna pull white from there, but then we're also gonna make that our sky color. So let's mix up all of our purples and blues and greens. Colors are looking real good. Into our dark green. Hi. Why are you coming out here to join me?
Want me out here?
I'm just curious as to what you need to do.
I'm processing.
Yes, we do need processing done.
We haven't had to do in a long time.
No, we have not. Alright, I got my blue bonnet scent here. Well, that's the last of it. I have to order some more. So this will cause these to thicken up, but I want them thicker for the style of design that we're doing. Right now, this is much too watery.
Did you try adding flour to it?
Try adding flour to it. I don't think that that would work.
Well, it would. Wouldn't be good, so. Thicker.
I don't know. In theory. Basti, our bunny, has been a busy, busy boy today, attempting to escape through his clear walls.
Never happened.
He got him separated one time. I was kind of impressed at that. They were in a black bag on the counter. I think they're Richie's.
Huh.
So. Not that black bag, just a black gas station bag. So, you might want to message him. I suppose that's how it works.
I'm missing him.
He has not. And these are starting to thicken up. I believe this is the green vibrance. This should turn up a lighter green later. Okay. Still so liquidy. Of course, when I need it to behave, it doesn't want to.
And that's how things work.
Yep, pretty much. Let's grab a pen or a loaf and let's start making up some piping bags. So a lot of people who do this method use squeeze bottles. I feel like squeeze bottles leave a lot of waste. So I use piping bags. I use the piping bags so that I can get every last drop of soap out.
Also a pain to clean.
They are also a pain in the ass to clean. That one doesn't need to be
granted,
censored.
Everything. Those guys.
Hello, Quick. Welcome on in.
Hello.
We're about to unveil some squeaky bags. I need 6 squeaky bags. 2, 3. 4, 5, and
oh no!
oof! How'd you manage that one? The stupid, I cut a sliver off the tip of my thumb. Ow! I technically have a short finger, but it's only short by like 1/4 of an inch.
That's you now. You're young to stop injuring yourself.
Exactly, right? These are not wanting to thicken up the way I want them to. Oh, it's starting to. That one's going. That's thick enough that I can put it in the bag. Cutting celery for dinner. Well, was dinner at least pretty good? Added protein. One piping bag set up. Now, where's that blue? There was good. The piece went in the sink. Yeah, probably for the best. Cannibalism is rather frowned upon in our society.
Is it still cannibalism if you
Yes, it's called autocannibalism, and it's a diagnosed medical psychiatric disorder.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. I learned about that one after sharing a story one time and was quickly reminded that there's always someone worse.
Wait a minute, what if you bite your fingernail?
That is
You accidentally swallow it.
that is also considered autocannibalism.
Guys, I learned something about myself today.
The more severe cases, they actually start to consume their fingers, typically.
Well, haven't done that yet.
And hopefully you never will.
Plan.
From everything I know about the disorder, it is technically premeditated. But yeah. Anyway, from now on, I shall be called Quicksliver until my thumb heals. Indeed.
Very well.
We shall amend the name status, and so it shall be. These are starting to get to the point where they're thick enough. So I'm going to start bagging them because they can continue settling in their bags. And it's easier to pour them when they're pretty liquidy, so I'll take that.
Alright, so we got the blend, the feeder, and
No. We're going to have a vast galaxy. I think we're going to be able to make 5. But we will measure it out. I have 6 boxes. I have 7 boxes, actually. Yeah. They're my 4 regular boxes.
I mean, you can if you want to. I would just appreciate an SSW tag on it.
I mean, I'm not squeamish.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to show it, I will look at it. I just don't want it to be freely available to somebody that does not.
Yeah, just put a spoiler tag on it. I'll tell you if I think you need stitches or not. Worked in urgent care long enough. I'm pretty good at being able to tell.
You have seen some stuff that I cannot even.
No. I have seen some things, and I've heard more. That's actually how I found out about autocannibalism. One of my coworkers, we were trading stories. He won. You know who wins the "oh, but one time I" conversation, because no one else offers up a next one. Everyone just stares at that person like, do you need to talk to somebody, man? Which in the medical industry, if someone's like, are you okay? Something's gone down. It's good to talk.
happens whenever you run for 5 minutes and 101 degrees weather.
Yeah, it is heat advisory levels of stupid hot in Texas this week. And we are all trying to avoid the outdoors as best we all can. I can barely hear you, so they definitely can't hear you.
Thank God all of our events are indoors until late August.
Yeah, that's kind of by design, making sure all of our events are indoors. Because we've done summers out at markets, and it sucks. If we don't want to be there, customers don't want to be there.
That's stupid.
Yeah. And we see all these markets like, we're looking for vendors for our market for this weekend, for outside on the asphalt. And we're like, oh my god, I'm so glad we don't have to do this year.
Good luck with that. See ya.
Yeah. Oh, sucks for you. Bye.
Got a great SpongeBob dinner today. But it's probably going to be buried deep in the search. That's kind of great. Probably not going to find it. Yeah, I'll try it anyway. You know what? That's not the right one, but close enough. At least it was a SpongeBob. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta take your little victories where you can. All right.
Just amazing how quotable SpongeBob is, even to this day.
SpongeBob's still on the air.
I mean, yes, you're right, it is. But nobody ever quotes new episode.
Some people do.
Rarely.
Just not people in your circles. All right. So we start layering in all of our things.
Relax up. Relax.
We're gonna start with just laying down some greens for some grass.
Relax up. Relax.
Don't need full coverage. Don't need to take over. Because then we're gonna start building up our flowers. These take a little bit more care with. This cream should turn white as it settles. If I put actual white in it now, it just sets up too hard, too fast. then we just go through the cycle, kind of building up as we go. Trying to make it somewhat irregular so it looks like different flower stacks. We'll just keep on building it up. You all right?
I could not figure out why. I mean, I know why. I have really big fingers.
Big fingers. Because even if you were skinny, I think you still have big fingers.
Well, I mean, I still call them that.
True. Chuck.
Anchor!
Hello, Anchor. Welcome on in. We are making some bluebonnet soap today. Go
Big
do my...
news about, Anchor's sister's baby. There's nothing born yet. She had a channel prediction, channel point prediction in her channel right before our stream started as to whether or not she'd been born yet. Lost 1,000 piece of bait. That was one of the predictions.
Try to build it up on one side now. I don't think I made enough indigo. A little green here and there.
fudge pickle, which is what my family calls fudgesicles. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, Zulu
really thought-
100% would eat a fudge pickle.
I 100% would.
100%.
Yes.
Frozen, just handed to him and said, "What is this?" "It's a fudge pickle," and he would just not question it and take a bite.
And
be very disappointed.
If I saw it on a menu, I would be like, "What the hell is that? I need to try this."
Yeah, you would. And now you kind of want one.
Yeah. Oh, I'll even take fudge that is pickled flavor.
Haven't you already done that?
No. It was jalapeno fudge.
I know there was the jalapeno fudge, but I would not be shocked if there was pickle.
I mean, I'm sure there is somewhere. I just gotta find it.
It's probably some pickle festival or some like pickle town.
Didn't we pass in California? Didn't we pass by several towns that were having some kind of pickle festival?
Artichoke festival.
There's an artichoke festival. I guarantee you there's a festival.
No, I bet you there's definitely a pickle festival. I just do not know where one would be.
You
Okay.
know what? We'll take a road trip. We'll go to a pickle festival. It's probably not just going to be like regular cucumbers. They're probably just going to pickle everything.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Even things that shouldn't be pickled.
We're going to pickle Twinkies.
Yeah.
If you tell Alexa to put fudge... If you tell Eeyore to put fudgesicles, she will say fudge pickles. Yeah, just got a bullet there. That,
Almost
particular-
activated the lady of the house.
Yeah, that particular Eeyore has been very finicky lately to an extremely frustrating degree. Alexa, sorry if you keep hearing me say that, but
The sound on our side runs through the TV, and that there are ads, and sometimes it's just easier to yell at her to skip the ad.
yeah.
Okay. That side there. Build up this side.
I love this soap.
Yeah. What Bluebonnet's inspired by. So this is inspired by the Texas state flower, the bluebonnet, which are these pretty little blue flowers that bloom everywhere, just running rampant. Zulu will get a GIF up there. They are the state flower of Texas.
Individually, they're not much, but
They kind of look like a slightly blue version of lavender.
Like if you've ever seen Indian paintbrushes, they're essentially just a blue version of that. Yeah, on their own they're not much, but the fields of bluebonnets are absolutely beautiful. A lot of people love taking photos in them. Big thing in college was to drive out to a field in a white t-shirt and jeans and take pictures of the bluebonnets.
Yeah, it's a Texas thing. They're pretty. I will agree with that for sure. But it is kind of funny, like the news will report on where there are big fields of them, so you can go take your photos. And people will have like Facebook groups dedicated to finding the best spots. People will stop on the side of the highway if there's a particularly nice patch. The hospital that I work at, one of the locations, they have a grass field next to it, and they plant bluebonnet seeds so that it's a big field right next to the hospital, so that all the kids staying at the hospital can look at them, but also so that you can go take family pictures just outside the hospital at the bluebonnet field.
Ooh, I like that. White trillium.
Ooh, that's pretty. See, I'm from California, and so we have the California poppy, which Zulu got to see this year in all of its glory, blooming everywhere.
That one was all the different colors.
All the orange flowers everywhere. And
I just loved all of the different colors of all the wildflowers. Beautiful.
Finishing this off with what's left. And then this one, the real design comes out when we cut it, because it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll still show the photos of the top down and everything tonight, but I mean, this is one of those that really needs to be cut into to see its full glory.
Just finishing off all the stuff on top, just so everything goes into the bar.
I think the first version of this is one of the first soaps that I saw you make.
Yeah, that one was really good. All right, that is done. We're gonna give it a little glitter because, of course, we are.
Glitter.
Some of our blue color shift glitter to kind of accent that bluebonnet look. Perfect. And there is the top of our bluebonnet soap.
Wait.
Yeah, it's illegal to pick poppies in California, and I think it's illegal here in Texas to... I think it's just kind of like a state or national flower thing.
Yeah.
Don't pick it. Don't touch it. You can grow them in your own garden. Well, you can't grow poppies. They sell you a lesser version because poppies make opium. Yay! So they don't really want people growing that in their backyard. Pesky government and all their oversight.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna clear some space, and we're gonna get moving on to our next stop.
I go ahead and run an ad since I directly didn't do it at the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. That'd be good. I gotta measure everything up.
Hey, we'll be right back. Those pre-rolls off the list at least. Those pre-rolls off the list at least.
Yeah. Make sure you're topping that off really well because there's been a lot of excess gold on stuff. And like, you need to like add it on the paper towel once maybe. I think that's why it's spreading so much. A lot.
Needed this stream tonight after what happened. I'm so sorry to hear about that, but I mean, it sounds like you got it all taken care of, and it sounds like, I mean, honestly, it sounds like you know what you're doing when it comes to taking care of yourself in these kinds of situations. It's so convenient in the house that, or it's so convenient to have someone in the house like that.
Wait, what?
Oh, Quicksilver, she said
Oh, yeah.
in the stream because of what happened.
Yeah. Well, we're here for you always.
I was not paying attention when I did that. Well, I would certainly hope not. Otherwise, I would have other questions to ask you.
So, one of my worst knife injuries at culinary school, I did something stupid because I wasn't really thinking it through. Because, you know, that's how most injuries happen. But hold on, I'm gonna figure this out and then I'll finish the phrase. Oh, why are you 2 grams over? 1 gram over. Okay, so for culinary school, we had backpacks. And our backpacks also had like our whole knife roll in it and all of the stuff that we needed in order to like do our chefing and all of that. And so we would clean our knives and stuff and put them away. But there was a big problem in our class. We never figured out who it was, but somebody would take people's stuff. And one of the things they seemed to always take, or everyone lost, I don't know how everyone lost the same item, but everyone lost their knife sheaths. So the little plastic guard that goes on your knife when it's in your backpack. So most of us were like, okay, we'll just be super careful. We'll put it in the roll, in the backpack. Should be fine. And for the most part, it was. One day, I was cleaning my bag. I was cleaning my bedroom. And I I decided that I needed to move my backpack out of the way. And I did so with my foot. And my paring knife blade went 2 inches into the ball of my foot. Just right along the bottom of that, like, basically where the ball of your foot is, right between the muscle and the bone. And it was so sharp it didn't hurt. So I realized, oh no, I have fucked up. What have I done? I moved my foot and I saw the blade of the knife out of the bag, poking through the bag into my foot and then sliding off my foot. And I just stood there staring at it for a moment like, did I really just do that? And of course, it's a Saturday, so the nurse's office is closed at the school because they did stitches all the time. It's culinary school. They're like the stitch experts, okay? So I'm like, oh, I'll just go to the school nurse tomorrow. My dad says I have 24 hours to get it stitched up because my dad is an ER resident, and they'd stitch you up as long as there was still blood coming out of it. They'd stitch you up. So I went Monday, and they're like, yeah, no, we only stitch up within 6 hours, and it's been 12, so no. So I was a little upset about that, but I understood. So I just kept it clean and kept it dry. But I was limping on that stupid foot for like a month. Because I stabbed it real good. But yeah, so that's my story. Don't kick bags full of knives. It doesn't usually go in your favor. Yep. But I remember like pulling it off of my foot and looking down at my foot, and there's this like 3/4 of an inch slit where the knife just went in. Like I got stabbed. Like stabbed. And it did start bleeding for a while because it was such a clean cut. And I'm just looking at it like, well, what do I do now?
Hell of a time for the marquee to display that message.
What was the message?
If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to leave a follow.
Anyway, so the other time I got stabbed.
That's okay. That's honestly not as dumb as my dumbest cutting of myself.
Oh, the other time, I can show this one off. You see this big scar right here? Yeah. So my I've got other scars near it that are not the same reason, but that guy was being stupid. My friend and I were playing around with our knife blades after we just sharpened them, and I'm like, look, I did such a good job. Slice. Yeah, there may have been drinking involved in that one.
Okay, you know what? You might win on that one.
I should have gotten stitches, which is why it's such a big scar. But again, happened on the weekend. And so we just patched it ourselves and carried on with the evening.
See, my thing was, I mean, the cuts were very minor. I didn't need stitches on them or anything. I just felt really dumb for doing it. I was opening a can of tuna, and mind you, I was young at the time. I had not cut my hand on a can lid before, and I managed to do it. I managed to cut my finger on this tuna can lid, and after it happened, I thought, wow, how could that happen? Is this can really that sharp?
Oh, I remember this.
You don't remember.
I remember this story.
You care for that, don't you?
I remember this story.
Yeah, I've told you that story before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my brightest moment. I want to come home and I've got 2 band-aids on my fingers and what did you do? I'm like, I'm done.
It's okay. One time I was trying to cut a Coke can in half, vertically, not horizontally, because I was trying to do like an art project thing, and for some reason I decided that quick. I have never been cut by a tuna can because I do not eat tuna. Well, not canned tuna, at least. I don't think I've ever been cut by a can, but my mom was also like super paranoid we'd be cut by cans, so maybe that's why we haven't. But I was trying to cut open this Coca-Cola can and thought a razor blade would be the best way to get through metal for some reason, because,
Like
you know.
an X-Acto blade?
Yeah, no, like a box cutter. And I cut open my thumb bad enough that I'm sitting there on the couch with my hand above my head with pressure on the wound for like 45 minutes before it stopped. And I was so embarrassed because my parents told me that what I was doing was stupid that I absolutely refused to tell my dad that I cut my thumb open. And I definitely should have gone to his office and gotten stitches. But my own stubbornness, I just bound it really tight with Band-Aids. And it healed. I was fine, but it took a lot longer than it should have. But yeah. Sharp objects are dangerous, kids.
Yeah. It wasn't the fact that I got cut by the tuna can, it was the fact that I cut myself a second time out of...
With the same can.
Yeah, the same wound. I was like, how did I cut myself? It's not that sharp. Oh, it is that sharp. Yay, science. I learned something today.
Well, you had a hypothesis, and you tested it, and it was accurate.
Yes. I got definitive proof that tuna cans are indeed sharp.
Bubbles. No bubbles. No bubbles. No, we don't want bubbles in the soap. We want bubbles out of the soap. We are not making ivory soap, so thus we want no bubbles. I need this. I need a knife. Speaking of knives, let's go to the drawer full of knives.
Yeah, I think we talked about knives enough tonight that we should definitely get a knife out.
I want a bigger knife. That'll work.
A bigger knife, even.
Okay, it's a small-ish knife.
Which knife did you get?
Got this knife.
Oh, yeah.
But it's bigger than the paring knife. I didn't want the paring knife.
Yeah, Alexa, select.
So, you'll have to remind me because I did not grow up in Texas history, and I am second-guessing myself in my brain.
Whoa. You're asking me about history?
I'm not asking you about history. I'm going to ask you about the flag.
Oh, okay.
Is red or white on the bottom?
That's on the bottom.
Okay. And blue is where the star is, and the star is white. Okay. I have all that correct. Okay. I will need this again, because both white and blue need encouragement. So.
It looks exactly like the Chile flag, except for the blue goes all the way down. Because I'm sure you have the Chile flag memorized, but not the Texas one.
You're right. I drive past the Chilean flag every day on my way to work, you know?
It was actually amusing. Oh, wait. I was pulling the lid off the cat food can, and the inside of the can was sharp. I ran my finger around it and sliced my finger. Okay, so we're even on that one.
Why were you even touching the cat food? Gross. Then again, my
No,
cat
the
always
lid-
like,
the
yeah.
lid of the cat food can. It sounds to me like she was performing the same experiment I was and came to the same conclusion.
I suppose. All of you are banned from sharp objects, just like,
Hey, I was a single digit age, I'm pretty sure.
well, until proven otherwise, starting from now, you all have to prove that you are no longer a danger to yourself or others.
What the hell? You've seen me with a knife.
I have.
I have laughed with you about bad knife skills on YouTube.
I have. You have. We have.
Eating the cat food can after.
Wait, you said red's on the bottom?
That's on the bottom.
Okay.
Oh yeah, on the subject of the Texas flag. After the first.
Rinse. I'm not remotely Continue.
Yeah, so after the first Spider-Man game came out, the one on the PS4 that's been remastered a couple of times already, even though it came out 5 years ago. Anyway, my brother was playing the game, and the UN building is there, and it has all of the flags of all the different countries out there, except for they threw a couple of Easter eggs in there, like they have the Wakandan flag up there, because, I mean, this is the Marvel Universe. My brother shows this to me, and he goes up to one of the flagpoles. He's like, look at this. The Texas flag is here. What are they trying to say? Do they think that Texas is going to secede and be its own nation in this universe or something? I just look at him and I go, that's the Chilean flag. Go take a nap.
Okay. Come on, turn blue. Okay. So red on the bottom.
We have an entire drawer that we call the stabby drawer.
It is full of all of the things that could potentially stab you if you were to just reach into it all willy-nilly.
I am curious, though, why you have just one knife that's called Mr. Stabby. Is that
Is that a
like
repeat
the
offender?
one that
Good day. I need your assistance for a moment.
What's up?
Come on this side, please. Very quickly, I need you to rinse this off and bring it back to me. Set your phone down quickly. Quick.
Is that quick?
It might be. But it is racing.
It's racing?
It's racing. Racing is okay. We just gotta counteract it. Got it?
Yeah.
Inside. Put it on the sprayer. It works faster.
I'm not wearing gloves, so I'm trying not to touch it.
Yeah. Thank you. Wait, come back. One more time.
Okay, how many times have you cut and or stabbed yourself? This is starting to sound like a pattern, and I'm concerned.
See, in my family, my mom is the one who gets hurt the most, to the point where we make jokes about it, and then the jokes are self-fulfilling prophecies.
I mean, she is one of only 2 people I know to break both of their ankles at the same time.
In both bones.
Yeah.
And at some point, you have to be impressed. She was diagnosed with TB as a kid.
Whew, that got thick quick. Call it Mr. Stagg. I mean, let's be honest. Knives are dangerous. Like, you can practice proper knife technique all day, but eventually you're just. It's gonna happen.
I mean, Chef Mario Batali got himself real good on live TV a couple times.
The only thing that you can do to stop yourself from cutting yourself with a knife is to stop cooking.
How do I?
You're on what? Did I problem himself?
No.
No.
No. I've problem solved. White's thick, red's not.
That's
The blue is
my
thick.
idea. Why is the red not thick?
Because the red didn't get as much. It's thickening. Yeah, that might be enough. Just keep it so. Can't let it get too thick because I gotta pull it out so that the sides fuse too.
I just sharpened the knives a month ago. Yep.
We have not sharpened our knives in a while.
Probably should. But I mean, they're also kind of in a drawer, all grinding up against each other. Maybe they're just like self-sharpening?
No, they are. That dulls them faster.
Oh. Well, it was an idea, okay? I'm just gonna have myself another gummy frog.
Those gummy frogs have not lasted long. Then again, our friends descended upon them.
Oh, well, I was hungry too, huh? Alexa, select.
Come on, set up.
Yep. Knife cuts, burns.
Oh, I had a really bad burn. I've had tons of food poisoning. My worst 2 burns were from ovens, not pans, which was nice. My absolute worst, it was heat wave in California. So it was 100 plus in the kitchen. It was probably around 120, 125 in the kitchen. And I had my chef's jacket on, but it was so hot, I couldn't stand it anymore. So I took my chef's jacket off and kept working. At some point during my my shift, I was taking cupcakes out of the oven, and full sheet pans are huge and heavy, and I usually balance it on my shoulder because my chef's jacket has double-breasted shoulders to be heat resistant for a few seconds. I forgot I took my jacket off, and I seared my shoulder. It was bad.
Is that the one that's covered in tattoo now?
No. Well,
The one that you
yeah,
want covered in tattoos?
that is. You might be
that's-
able to see the slight difference.
Oh, I have noticed that before.
Yeah. Yep, I seared it. You heard the sizzle pop, and the chef I was working with at the time heard it and turned his head around the corner because I just had an oven. I shouldn't be making searing noises from my side of the kitchen. And he looked over and he saw my shoulder. He's like, "Do you need to go home?" I'm like, "No, these cupcakes are for my brother's birthday. So, no, I need to finish these and then go home." Or no, it was my brother's graduation. And then, the magic of this mold. Move it up slowly.
It's too bad we can't see like the actual convergence happen.
There are clear molds, fully acrylic.
It would, I would see. That looks pretty clean though.
That looks pretty clean to me, though. That should pop out any line. Looks like we pulled a little red up, but that's not bad.
It'll be okay.
Yep, and then we leave the sidebars in until it does, or else it'll slouch. So that is that. And bring me the falcon. Got some white for the falcon.
The falcon!
How's it smell?
Sounds good to me.
Magnolia.
Another common Texas flower. It's just not the state flower.
Isn't it the state tree?
I don't know. Go, gadget, go. Texas state tree. It's actually the pecan tree.
Oh, that makes sense too.
Oh, we do have another Falcon giveaway opportunity happening very soon. We are just a few followers away from 500 on Instagram. So if you know any people that are looking for a soap Instagram to follow, we're almost there. And once we get 500, we'll do
Another falcon giveaway.
do a Falcon giveaway on Instagram.
All right. Full falcon. Watch out, Grim.
Big photo.
Oh. All right. Got those two. I forgot to grab some molds. I'm gonna run an ad.
I don't know how long it's been since the last one. I can't remember.
I gotta grab my Texas molds for rawhide.
Okay. Might as well then. I'm just gonna head back to the cave. I'm done out here.
Got them all processed.
Yep.
You're awesome. All right. So, with these, we're going to make some embeds for our rawhide soap. This is a partial recipe. Measure everything out. There's our oil, our lye. Okay. And then we're going to change the design on this a little bit this year because I want it to be more colorful, frankly. So we're going to mix up our red and blue again. And then more of this blend. Hello, Lavish. Welcome in. What have we been up to? Mix here. It's been a quiet night over here, booking last of my markets for the year. Making to-do lists. Ugh, important to-do lists. I understand. We're looking to the end of our con season and then starting to look into the holidays pretty soon. Most people are still trying to book the summer, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll get to booking the end of the year stuff soon. Most of our market groups are just starting to announce them. Okay. We're doing pretty good. No big complaints here. Feeling better. Got a little sick last week, but that's what happens when you're around 50,000 people. everything else I should be able to do by hand. Wild West fragrance. But this is a pretty fast acting fragrance oil, so I gotta move a little bit with it, but that's okay. You alright? Oh.
Shut up, Avast.
Getting chunky at the end. All right. There we go. So these will firm up, and then these will get turned into embeds for a later bar. It would be a nice little difference from the last time. Is your dog's name Grim? Yes, our dog's name is Grim. He looks just like the Grim from the Harry Potter movies. So, hello ADHD Games. Welcome in. You have caught us as we are about to work on the big bucket. I have a big bucket. Hello, Grimbeard. Welcome in. Yes, our beloved pupper is named Grim. actually have some rewards if you guys want to see or interact with him. So, we are mixing up our spa day. And I have realized, oh no, I do have all the colors here. Okay. I have both of these. So, we're going to go in with some Maniacal Pea. And then some what's it called? Oh my god. This is the Aphrodite blue. This is the Grim, everyone. He is a good boy. Sometimes he chooses which toy he would prefer because he's a silly boy. Alright. So bring in my lye water now. There's a whole bucket of it tonight. We're going to pour slowly. There we go. Little mixy on these before that gets going. Okay, bowls are ready to go. Let me weigh out my fragrance oil. fragrance oil. Let's mix. Does the Texas soap smell like brisket? No, there's not really any good, real like meaty smells that smell good. But it does smell like leather, so technically it smells like a cow. Just like later. But yeah, we are gonna be working on a Buc-ee's. I'm gonna add a little smoke, a little beaver nugget. If you smelled like meat, you would only be friends with dogs or barbecue enthusiasts. But yeah, soap doesn't really linger. It's not like perfume or lotion. It's a wash-off product. So you might get it lingering for a little bit, but it's really not long. A little bit more. Ah, so many bubbles. Pumpkin cake lingers a little bit, but really not for long. I wouldn't even give those lingering ones more than an hour or two. Really. Okay, let's pour. We got our green. Let's get our blue. And then let's do our fragrances. That green mat never gets old. I know. You big silly in your green mat. Get that nice and smooth. Okay. Now we're gonna bring in our slab. Load them up. Slide. Slide. All right. Start with our blue. Mostly just lay down most of it. Come in, whirling our green. Then come in with our white. Scrape down the whole bucket. And come back in with some blue. And the last of the green. Okay. Making all the messes. So we're gonna give a little sparkle to all of this. Let it firm up just a little to get texture on there. Not quite there. We'll give it a minute. I love these colors together. Just so refreshing, relaxing. That's why it's our spa day bar. So Wednesday, we're gonna be back to bath bombs. Do those on a more regular schedule again, not the crazy convention schedule anymore. But we're gonna make a double batch of the Pokeballs so that we have enough, hopefully, for a single convention. Because that's really what it's been panning out to. However many you make, that's how many I sell. A little texture on here. Not too deep of a texture because it's still pretty soft. Did Grim get his bully? Aww. Grim loves his bully sticks. Thank you, guys. Alright. This is textured. I'm going to give it another round of glitter, and then we're gonna move it out of our way and start voting on what soap we want to cut first. So even though we made lavender, it is not ready to cut. It needs a couple more days, so we're gonna cut that Wednesday. So we can either cut second breakfast or be prepared. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna move this out of our way and we'll get set up for cutting and moving along. What do we want to do? Show off what we have. We have Be Prepared, and we have Second Breakfast. Both of them will. Be Prepared is a new style we haven't done before, and Second Breakfast we've done before, and it's still fun. I'm very excited to see what Be Prepared ends up looking like, because this is a whole new style that I haven't tried before. What shall we pick? Some of these edges down. Oh, this one's not bad. This one is. There we go. Cleaned up. A scary knife. Now, our community is cut off from knives. None of y'all can be trusted. I will do all of the cutting from here on out. Ugh. Cut off, that's really your choice of words. Yeah, it feels appropriate. Sometimes people need to be reminded of their failures. Sometimes. But I still love you all. Even if you can't be trusted with sharp objects. Be Prepared is our winner. Wonderful. That's good. That's where I want to start too. Let me get these sleeves off. Let's get this going. Cap it. And then go. Ooh, I like it a lot. So crisp. Start getting the different funky lines. This looks really cool. I like this a lot. I think we will use this technique again. Maybe even make smaller sections Work with a lightly thinner batter. This is a pretty thin batter, which is what allowed us to do this. Should be interesting to see how it changes as you use the bar as well. Feels very like 70s. Almost like lava lamp-ish. Of course, the green screen taking over everything. Add to it's too perfect, you understand. I understand you're silly. So silly. Nope. Alexa, stop. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one a lot. Ooh, yeah. Alright, that one's right at the end. Looks pretty good. Alright. And because it is such a big choice, we will go ahead and cut the last one. Okay. So the discoloration's already started around the edges and it'll come in further as well. But we plan for that. Makes it a nice kind of cottagecore vibes color scheme. Less Easter eggy. Don't be sorry, my next project is more green matte effects. Of course it is. If I didn't want it, we wouldn't have it. It's fun. It's very fun. I love how these colors come together. And I love the crisp lines. Just looks so nice. Nice and clean. And then this will be our only restock for the convention circuit stuff. Because we are almost halfway through. So these were some of our most popular ones. So they will finish out the convention cycle and then be retired. May or may not come back next year. You never know. Hello, Erin. Welcome in. We're just cutting some stuff, finishing up for the evening. But it's nice to see you. Nice to have everybody in. Right. These turned out awesome. Very excited about today's pours as well. So I'm not going to bring a big one over because I did not have room for that. But I'll bring over the little guys. So we have our Deep in the Heart and the yet to be named Texas Flag Soap. And then we did a slab of Spa Day, and we have a slab of lavender waiting to be divided but it's not ready yet. And then we made embeds for rawhide. And yeah, looking good. I still like Stars at Night. I think Stars at Night works because we have Big and Bright and Deep in the Heart of Texas. So might as well just finish out that whole thing. And then we got to work on our Buckies as well. We'll get there. Everyone does Lone Star. All right. Zulu, who out there in the universe needs to be rated? Because it is that time of we have made our soap. Everything seems to be setting up nicely. And we will have some really cool reveals on Wednesday when it comes time to cut everything. I'm looking forward to seeing how both of these turned out. And we'll see from there. Big Stitch is still on and doing his big partner push, so let's go support him. Agreed. Let's go check him out. See what they're up to tonight and give a little love for that partner push. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully I'll be back to 100% on Wednesday. Feeling a little drained still, but this is the nature of the beast. Garish, no! Garish, thank you for the raid, but we're leaving. How are you guys? How are you tonight? Welcome in, guys. You caught us right at the end. But join us. We're going to go over and raid Pick Stitch. They're doing their partner push, and the more the merrier. Yes. My mouth is locking up, so I had to call it a night. Yeah, that happens to all of us at some point. Gotta get some rest. Okay. Take it easy. Yeah, well, follow us on over, guys, and we'll be back Wednesday. Thank you. Good night.